So ladies, have you ever known a relationship wasn't right anymore, stayed away, and then you were completely brokenhearted when it ended?
Yes.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yes.
I've never been brokenhearted when it ended.
Really?
Haven't.
Never?
Because it always ended for a good reason.
But you never feel like that, oh, I'm going to miss them so much. I've been devastated. I thought I was going to die.
I can only think of one person where I was like, dang, that would have been cool if we could have worked it out. But boy, bye.
Wow, she's tough. You're tough. Welcome to Three Voices Unfiltered. We're your hosts,
Ronisha,
Theresa, and Suzanne. And around here, nothing is off limits. We talk about everything, the real, the messy, the hilarious, and the inspiring. So let's get into it.
So what happened to me was when I was a teenager into my early 20s, and it was with my son's father. And I kind of knew because we started dating when I was 16 years old, and we broke up, I guess, officially when I was 21 years old. So we were together for a while.
Wow.
But prior to that, after I had my son when I was 20, I just noticed that he was changing as a person.
I was going to ask you, when did you notice the relationship wasn't working?
Yeah. So I'm living my life, raising, taking care of the baby. He was a good father. He was present. But I just noticed that he was changing and going in a different direction. And I thought that and he was meeting new friends, new people in new areas of his life.
Because he was young too.
He was young too.
You guys are the same age, Theresa?
No, he was a year older than me.
Okay.
That's still so young. I mean, early 20s.
So 22. But he was meeting people, doing things. And I guess that was good because he was like kind of clingy to me, in our early dating years. Well, what happened, you guys, real quickly, what happened was, like I said, I noticed that he was changing and meeting new people. And I thought that he was interested in this one girl. But I wasn't tripping. I was not tripping. I just thought he was interested in this one girl. And we just started, moving apart.
Yeah.
But the next thing I know, I'm never going to forget this. I went to his house because I left one of my son's strollers there, and I wanted to take this stroller. So I wanted to take that stroller and put it in my car, not the big gigantic one, because we were going somewhere to do whatever, and he had the smallest stroller. I went over to his house, and then I see this other young lady coming out of his house.
Yikes.
Ooh, yeah.
But you have to, I want everybody to know, we were moving apart. It wasn't like, oh my gosh.
When we break up, don't you kind of sort of know it's coming?
Yeah.
Not all the time.
I kind of knew. And then it was this other guy that I was interested in.
See? That's what I'm saying. She knew it was coming, so she's already like.
But you guys, it still was devastating because. Of course. I've said it in many podcasts that my son, and I told my son that he was a love baby because, we were like, we loved cool. Each other. We were really cool. And it was still kind of hurtful, you guys. It was. Because it was official. So,
I had a few breakups that I've had a few that were really devastating. I don't know. I just love hard. Like once you get in my circle, I'm going to love you, whether it's a friend, a boyfriend. Like I'm really careful about letting people in my life. But once you're in, like you're in. So I'll give everything genuinely. So I've had some breakups that really did hurt, and you kind of feel like you're going to die, and you feel like, so I learned researching for this podcast that when we fall in love and it's new, your dopamine is going on and all these happy hormones are being released. And then when you break up, they go away. The sad stuff comes on you. There's literally it changing your brain.
It does. You have these memories. You have these, and then you focus on the memories.
And then you missing that high.
I got to think about this because for me, we're talking about boyfriends.
Yeah, boyfriends.
I can't think of somebody that I was so devastated over. I just remember one guy that I liked, and I thought, oh, he has potential. I want to, because most of the people I dated, I married.
So
Okay.
was there one that you really like missed? Because you may not have mourned or grieved over them, but you just kind of missed having them around.
It was one I thought, oh, that would have been some good possibilities.
Okay.
Because he was very distinguished. He had a great career. He was an NBA. He still is NBA coach. Referee. He was a graphic artist. He did some great things.
Okay. He had potential.
And he was so intellectual. We had great conversations.
I like smart people.
But so when we met, because he lived in New York, I lived in North Carolina, he already kind of felt like, I don't really like long distance. I was like, it's fine. You know how I am, y'all.
Right.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
We'll make it work.
So we were flying a lot back and forth.
Oh, wow.
And one particular weekend, he came to see me and he was like, let's talk.
Oh, no.
I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work. It's just too much. I travel for my job already. Yeah. He was like, I have children. You have children. I would never ask you to move to New York. I would never move to North Carolina.
So how old were you? Like how young?
I was early 30s.
Okay.
I was early 30s.
See, that's very mature.
Yeah, it was very mature.
I love that though for you, Ronisha, because that was very mature of him to be honest with you.
Yeah, and it's still like, I feel that sometimes coming to the reality of the truth of the matter is hard. Yeah. It's hard. And I'm sure you missed them. Yeah,
actually, we remain in contact. I moved to Texas. He called me and was like, hey, you want to go to dinner? I'm in Texas for a Dallas Wings game. I was like, no, I'm busy.
It's funny.
So I never saw him again, but we did keep in contact. Actually, he reached out a few months ago about my realtor business, and he's a graphic artist, so he likes to draw pictures of the home and give, like as a gift, a home warming, like a, what is it, a housewarming gifts. He was like, these would be great for your clients. I'm like,
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it didn't end terribly. It was just it wasn't gonna work out. He actually got married some years ago. I was like, good for him.
Good.
Happy.
So we have all kinds of stories. The ones that are like have totally devastated you, as myself. The ones like Theresa, where you kind of knew it was coming, but I'm sure it still hurt your feelings.
Yes, it did.
And then the ones that are like, whatever.
I don't know. I think I'm emotional, but I don't know why. When it's a boyfriend breakup, I just
you don't get devastated.
No.
I've had those that I can think of a boyfriend that I knew. I was kind of with him. I was kind of a rebound boyfriend, and I knew from the beginning that it kind of wasn't going to really be it, but I stuck it out for a year, trying to see if he would go somewhere, trying to see if I could, because this person was good. They weren't bad. They had a nice career, but I just wasn't feeling it. So eventually I think I broke his heart. If I broke anybody, if I ever hurt anybody, I think it might have been him. But I just wasn't feeling it. And he never really stepped up to what I wanted. But the ones that really hurt, so that hurt that, something is kind of coming. It's not really moving forward. So what's the difference between fighting for a relationship to keep it alive? Like, what's the difference between fighting for a relationship and fighting to keep it going?
No.
I think I was fighting to keep it going, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, I don't recall, and I'm just being honest, I don't recall fighting for a relationship to
We shouldn't
continue.
fight. Do you think we should fight?
How do you fight? What do you mean? How do you fight?
Like fighting to make it work.
Yeah, in other words, you're doing all the extra
You're doing
stuff,
everything, all the
You're trying to
conversations,
change
all the
yourself.
work, change
Yeah, that's not gonna
yourself or
work.
change them. Like I've done that. I fought for a relationship really hard that I should have let go years before because the writing was in the wall. But I just, you try to focus on the good. Well, they do this for me, or they're really sweet about this, or they take care of this. But in the meantime, 70% is like not good.
I know, and they are thinking and doing other things, and I'm talking about men and women. We're just not talking about women and men. We're talking about both genders, because people, you get so hung up on people, and I just think that is just not a good way to be. Yes, I believe in love. I believe in caring. I believe in all of that, because it's a beautiful thing. And I love the couples that have stuck it out, you know what I mean? Stuck it out
and make it work
and making it work. I do, but
But to me, that needs to be not a boyfriend. I'm not going to try to stick it out and try. I shouldn't stick it out, make it work, but we can do it, baby, together. We're not married. Like reality is, like she says, boy or girl, bye. Like it should not be that much work where you.
Not when you're not married. Like,
not when you're not married.
No, you're not married.
Thriving. Let me replace the word fighting, because I'm not talking about physical or verbal fighting. I'm talking about just like putting in your effort toward making this relationship work. It should not be that hard.
Right.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell y'all one thing.
I don't think it should be that hard.
I'm going to tell y'all one thing, and I'm going to stick with this, you guys, is that it should not take 2, 3, 5, 10 years to date somebody.
That.
Okay.
To figure out if you want to get married or not.
No.
Yes, I agree.
And no. Now I'm talking about, I'm raising my hand because I was guilty, because I dated somebody for 9 years. Okay.
5.
Y'all
almost 9 years.
5.
9 years, and knew.
Never.
And even had the nerve to get engaged and knew I did not want to be married to this person. And this person, and I'm not going to get into the why, because this was a good guy, solid, because I have not dated horrible people. I've been very fortunate to date really good guys.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with good character and stuff like that.
That's good.
But I'm talking about, I knew.
Just the longevity.
Just the longevity of it.
No.
Because young ladies, and I'm talking to I'm talking to young men too. It is not worth it. That to me, I felt like, even though it was all good and, or whatever, mostly all good, it's a waste of time.
There's a thing I feel now, looking back at my 5-year relationship. If it took 5 years and we're still not married, then one of us doesn't want to get married.
And that's the truth, because
one of us is not ready to get married. And we need to, and the one that wants to get married and doesn't see movement needs to get out.
There you go. Now, I will say this now, Suzanne and Ronisha, I will say this. There are couples out there that they both truly, in their heart, do not want to get married.
And
but you have agreed to that.
Yes.
And mean it. But then again, let me tell you what else happens too. A lot of people agree to that. They're good with it, right? And then somebody changes.
Yeah. Sometimes they shift their mentality.
Because we all change.
We're going to change.
Yeah.
We shift.
So,
Okay, so why do we stay? Looking back, why do we stay? Is it love, hope, the history, the experience, the comfort, fear of being alone? Like, why faith? Why do we commitment? Why do we stay? Like, why?
A lot of, I can talk about myself. Embarrassment.
Embarrassment
or sometimes
is another
when you're
one.
dating, though, you get too entwined.
Yes.
It's too entwined with this man. He's just a boyfriend, and but now you got a mortgage with him. Now you got, you co-sign on a car. I didn't do this, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You get too intermingled with a person, and it's like, I can't leave because we just got this house together. Key reasons why you shouldn't do any of that until you get married.
It's indeed.
Or now, you're not married, but you have 2 kids together. you have 3 kids, and it just makes it tougher.
It makes it harder. And
Yeah.
the embarrassment one is funny because I thought about that. I've been with this person, gosh, for 3 years now, and I got to break up with them. But there's embarrassment too with dating for so long.
Yeah,
I've never felt embarrassed.
Because
think about
like, why aren't you getting married? Why aren't you married yet?
Right. You can tell when celebrities have broken up, right? Because they don't post each other. They take all the pictures off. You got to go through all your social media. You got to delete all the pictures. Then people are like, what's going on?
People can tell.
People can tell
on social media. Like I know when people have been separated, and then I'm like, I haven't seen them together for like 2. What's happening?
Like,
so
they haven't posted a picture in 6 months. Like, ooh.
It's like,
I mean, that's embarrassment. Like, then having to explain to your friends, you're not in a relationship, or you change your relationship status, and everybody
you don't want to be alone. Have you? I don't think I've ever been in a relationship where I'm so insecure that I don't want to be alone. I don't think that's been.
I learned that's a spirit, Theresa. You probably know this. A spirit of not wanting to be alone.
Yeah, being afraid to be alone.
Yeah, I don't have that spirit.
I don't think I've been afraid. I don't think I've been afraid to be alone either. That wasn't it. It was mostly like I've invested. Gosh, I've been with this person for 3 years now, and I've invested so much into the relationship. Maybe in a little bit it'll work out. Before you know it, it's 5 years later. No,
I've had that where I felt like, ooh. It's not that I'm doing this to save the relationship. It's like I'm going to another one quickly.
Yeah.
Well, to answer your question, for me, it was just that I was comfortable, I was comfortable.
That's
because we were compatible. We had a good time. We would go out. We would have a good time. We would be in the house. We would have a good time.
You know each other.
We know each other. We like the same things. But the one thing that I wouldn't do again is I would not play wifey, because what I did was, and it was still mutual because he did the same thing. He would cook for me and clean and take care of my house, and everything like that. That's fine. But I said, at this point in my life, it's like I know what's right for me. And how I know, okay, let me take that back. At this point in my life, and I have been doing this for a long time now, and I even did it with this last person, is I talk to God about it, and I say, God, if this person is who you want in my life, all right?
Yes.
Show me. If this person is not supposed to be in my life, I don't want to waste the time.
Yes.
I don't want to waste the time real quickly. And so that's just me. And I know I'm older. I'm a senior citizen, but that's just how I feel. I'm a senior citizen, but that's just how I feel.
That's exactly what happened to my 5-year relationship. I got on my knees and I spoke to the Lord. I said, this is not really going where I wanted to go. I've been with this person for 5 years. And I'm using this example because that's the person that I was with the longest, other than being married. And I got on my knees and I said, Lord, if this is the one that you have for me, then we need to get married. Like it needs to stop. We need to make it right. If they're not, and I did say this, I need you to gently remove them, because I knew it would hurt my heart.
Yeah.
I need you to gently remove them from me. I prayed that hard for a few weeks, and within weeks, this person came to me. They started acting weird and all kinds of stuff that I don't need to get into. But within weeks, they said, and they brought the Lord. They said, I see that you're committed and you're trying to live for the Lord, and I don't want to get in the way of that.
That's a beautiful thing.
that's
Use
good.
God as an excuse. I don't know, but the Lord did it. Bottom line.
Just confirms that God is so real.
That's
like,
right.
look at what you did and how that happened.
It happened. It happened. And it hurt my heart. And, but God, I will say, through that breakup, God was with me the whole time.
That's right.
Like, he held me. There was one time where I physically hurt so bad that I said, Jesus, I need you right now to just like show me and hold me. And I literally felt physically Jesus holding me.
Wow.
Like that. And after that day, I was like, I'm going to be fine. This is going to be okay. I'm going to be fine because God's got me. And sometimes we don't understand. I don't understand why it went that way. Looking now as a mature years later, I get it. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah. You're married happily. How many years after that?
Ooh, 10.
It was 10 years?
Yeah, it was 10 years.
Wow.
It was 10 years, but it was my choosing.
Okay.
I wanted.
You talked about that. Yeah.
I wanted to, because Kevin was 12 when that breakup happened.
Oh.
Kevin was upset. And I said, I'm not doing this to my kid again.
Mm-hmm.
And I waited until he graduated high school. And you know what? Those 10 years were great. I rediscovered myself.
That's good.
I worked on my career, my education. So there was a lot that I could do. And when John came, like I said in another episode, he was just a frosting on this cake. I was made. Like, I was great.
You
like,
were
I
made.
did not need. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, let's go to, pivot a little bit before we close. What advice can we give? There's people out there that have just broken up with someone. They're devastated, because we're not going to minimize that. In some situations, it does hurt bad. You know, you get depressed, you get sad, you don't want to go out, you don't want to be around anybody. Yeah. What advice can we give them to feel better, to see that there will be hope? And just as a plug for next week, we will be talking about this more. I'm gonna give you a little tease about a relationship that you can still mourn without losing it. And both are true. You can mourn without losing yourself. So what advice can we give to someone that's out there hurting? Theresa, what can we say to them? To just hang in there. It's going to get better.
It's going to be fine. The first thing I would say is own your feelings. Okay. You
That's
have a right. One. You have a right to those feelings.
Yes.
Just do not stay in that space.
Yeah.
All right. And it's no time limit. It shouldn't be a time limit, but it should be a time limit.
That's a good one.
So I know that's a little kind of an oxymoron that I said a little bit, right? A little bit.
You're spot on, actually.
Yeah,
Don't let people tell you, it's been 2 weeks. When are you going to get over him?
Yeah.
Or it's been 2 months. Are you still? No. That's your time, your grief. I mean, it shouldn't take you like 3 years. You know, let's keep it in perspective.
Yeah.
But what do you think, Ronisha?
I think it's a time to reflect. What went wrong? How did you change? What didn't you like about yourself in that relationship? What did you accommodate that you know you shouldn't have? What red flags did you see that you ignored? Like, it's time to like think about it.
Yes.
So you can be better prepared when the next crazy man comes across your path.
Or a great one.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing about the crazy.
I know.
But you know what? A lot of people do. A lot of people shut down completely, and then they want to categorize and say all men are, or all women are, and that is absolutely not true. There are some wonderful, great women and men out there.
Yes.
And all you have to do is talk to Jesus, honey, and He will show you the crazy, like Ronisha be talking about, them fools, okay, or the one that God wants for you.
The one that's going to bless you.
Trust you. That's what Suzanne has. She has this wonderful husband. It wasn't. She'll tell you it wasn't probably peachy all the time, but guess what? Yeah. They've been married for 18 years going on.
Almost 18.
And the same thing with Ronisha. Yeah. Ronisha went outside of her comfort zone, her type. Okay. And now she has this wonderful husband.
Yeah. And I prayed about him though. I was like, who is this man?
That's right.
Get away from me.
So it absolutely works. And when you're talking to Jesus, and I don't care if somebody's listening or they're not listening, that's all right. Just open up your mouth. All right. Or if you want to talk to him silently, because He will. Because
God will guide you.
He will guide you.
He will show you the way.
He will reveal who the person really, really is. You want to know a person's heart.
I know that's right.
In their heart comes everything, their personality, what they will and won't do.
The Bible says out of your heart, your mouth speaks.
The issues of life. And the issues of life come from your heart.
Yeah.
So that's important. That's what I prayed with my husband. Now it's like, show me his heart.
That's right.
I want to see who this person really is. You can jazz a person up. They can look good, haircut, smell good, and look the part and walk the walk. But then the heart is just dark.
Yeah.
Right. And that's important.
Right. Okay.
So this is your reality check for this week. Oh, were you going to say something else?
No.
Okay. healing doesn't always mean you stop caring. Sometimes it's remembering without wanting the relationship back. If it wasn't healthy, if they weren't there for you, you don't want them back. You're allowed to grieve. You're allowed to miss them, but you're also allowed to heal and move forward. And that's what we are hoping that you get out of this episode. Like I said, next week, we're going to talk about what happens when you're longer just surviving the breakup, but building a life after it. We're going to guide you into doing that, because right now you're grieving, you're hurting, and you probably can't even see what's coming, right? But good things will come. Anything else, ladies?
That's it.
All right. Thank you.
Subscribe.
We ask you for, if this episode has been a blessing to you and you know that it can bless others, we ask you to like, follow, subscribe, and share. All right?
All right.
Yeah.
We'll catch you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Do us a big favor and hit that like button, share this episode, and subscribe.